In the heart of Baghdad, during the late 18th century, a Jewish family known as the Sassoons emerged. The patriarch, Solomon ben Salah Sassoon, was one of the city's leading merchants, trading textiles across Iraq, India, and Persia. But as Ottoman rule grew unstable and persecution against Jews intensified, his son David Sassoon, 1792 to 1864, faced imprisonment and confiscation of property. In 1828, David fled to Bombay, British India, and a new chapter began. In India, David Sassoon used his experience and Eastern connections to found David Sassoon & Co. in 1832. The company began trading textiles, cotton, and gold, but what changed its destiny was opium. As Britain used opium to pry open China's markets, the Sassoons joined the trade. They opened offices in Calcutta, Shanghai, and Hong Kong, and within a decade became one of Asia's largest opium suppliers. David earned the title the Rothschild of the East for building a fortune that linked East and West through trade and finance. After David's death in 1864, his sons, especially Elias and Abdullah Albert Sassoon, expanded into China and Britain. They established branches in Shanghai and Hong Kong, and by the 1870s moved their financial headquarters to London. There, the Sassoons became part of Britain's financial elite, investing in global banking, railways, real estate, and stocks. By 1900, the Sassoon family controlled companies across India, China, Japan, Britain, and France. In London, the family obtained British citizenship and noble titles. Sir Edward Sassoon became a member of Parliament and married into the famed Rothschild family. Together, the Sassoons and Rothschilds formed a financial powerhouse connecting European banks to Asia's colonial trade. At their height, the Sassoon Empire dominated a major share of the opium, cotton, and textile trades in the East. In the early 20th century, as Hong Kong rose after the Opium Wars, Sassoon enterprises flourished. They built factories, banks, and iconic landmarks. Among them, the Sassoon House in Shanghai, 1929, later renamed the legendary Peace Hotel. Shanghai became known as the City of the Sassoons, a hub of opium trade, international finance, and foreign power. World War II and Japan's invasion of Shanghai, 1941, devastated the Sassoon Empire. Most of their assets in East Asia were lost, but the family shifted focus to Europe and the United States, where later generations turned to modern finance and private banking. Today, Sassoon descendants remain active in financial and investment circles in London and New York, and the name Sassoon still symbolizes the link between British capital and Asian trade routes. From ancient Baghdad to the ports of Shanghai, from the opium trade to the banks of London, the Sassoon story reveals how one family reshaped the global economy across centuries. They built their empire on a forbidden trade, but transformed it into a financial dynasty that anticipated globalization a century before its time.